All right, 210. Hey guys, this is Natasha with Nothing to 210 Podcast. Thank you to VodPod Media for housing and producing, and to Latino Podcast Network for having me on your network. I really appreciate it. Guys, if you're listening to this, go watch. If you're watching, go listen. As always, you're going to want to see who I have. So make sure you go to YouTube, subscribe, do all the things, share with all your friends, tell everybody, Sancho's, baby daddies, whoever. Tell everybody. So this is my guest for today. Please introduce yourself.
I'm comedian Cuzin Berto. Thank you so much for having me, Natasha.
Of course. Okay, so you're a local comedian. How long have you been on the scene? In the scene?
I've been doing comedy for 8 years now.
8?
It's been 8 years.
Wow.
It's been eight long years, but yeah, I've been doing comedy for 8 years now. But I am based here in San Antonio, for the time being. Been here for several years now.
Okay.
Yeah.
What got you started?
Well, so my story's kind of a long story.
We're here for an hour.
Okay, so if anyone is out there suffering with panic attacks, I suffered from panic attacks like all my life, and they were so bad. I don't know if you're familiar with the word agoraphobia, but that's how bad they were. Like if I would get so bad to where I could barely walk. I couldn't even walk. If you saw me, it's like I was drunk, but I don't drink. But they would get so bad. So all my life I suffered from that. It wasn't until like 2014 or maybe even sooner, a few years before I started comedy, I started getting treatment. So now I can do anything. The treatment has helped me a lot. So, but I've always wanted to do comedy. The only thing that set me back is that like I felt like I couldn't get in front of people because I would get a panic attack and it just wouldn't work.
Wow.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was really bad to where like it paralyzed me from even enjoying life, because I would associate, if I got one at the mall, I would stay away from the mall.
Yeah.
If I got one wherever, I would try to avoid those places. So like I let it paralyze me. It was fear. But
And people don't understand what panic attacks are. And I tell people they're absolutely horrible. I've had several. And it really stops you in your tracks. And it really is crippling. Like you can't do anything. You can't think, you can't breathe, you can't, like nothing. So to have them often is terrible.
It's horrible. It was so horrible. I mean, I think the first time my brother saw me have one, he was like, "What the hell?" He was freaked out because no one had ever seen me in my family. I always try to keep it like really low key because I just didn't like. I didn't know what it was at the time. I just thought I didn't know. I just know that I felt real panicky and with a lot of fear. So that paralyzed me for years. I'm like 49 now, and I started 8 years ago, so I was like 41.
Wow.
So all this time I was like paralyzed, but I was always funny, making people laugh and being the laughing whatever clown of the group and stuff.
Yeah.
So that was always me, but I never thought that I would actually do this. And now that I've put my foot in, now they're both in, and it's just I can't stop. It's just awesome.
Yeah. And you're really good at it.
Thank you.
I've seen you several times.
Thank you.
Yes,
I appreciate it.
You're very funny.
Thank you. I appreciate it. My comedy's different than other people's, but it's okay.
Yeah, but that's what makes you you.
Yeah, and you know what? I had a famous comedian tell me once, he's like, you shouldn't talk so much about being gay.
Who was it?
I don't know his name, but his initials.
What is it?
That's what Irma. I don't know if you know Irma Ruiz, but
yeah.
She has a joke about like it's a joke, and then I'm not gonna tell you her name, but her initials are, and then she says the name. So that's her joke. But Ron White.
Really?
On the Kill Tony show.
Wow.
He heard just 1 minute. It's 1 minute. You're on stage.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden he comes to the conclusion I shouldn't talk so much about gay stuff. That's 1 minute. And I thought to myself, I'm like, well, maybe y'all shouldn't talk about all the straight shit y'all do.
It's true.
Can I cuss?
This is an adult show. You say whatever the fuck you want.
It is?
Yes. Yeah, there you go. Let it nip out.
Well, in that case, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm not a cochina. At least not tonight. And by the way, thank you for having me. And I would appreciate it if you let me have my dress back.
Yes, after the show. But thank you for letting me borrow it. It
You're
fits
welcome.
like a glove. No, but seriously, okay,
So
so let's
yeah,
let's go back to that a little bit.
yeah,
Fuck that, first of all. Because you can say whatever you want to say. That's what comedy is, right?
yeah,
Is literally saying whatever you want.
yeah.
And I've had several comedians come on here. And I have several comedian friends. And the whole thing too is I think so many people get offended or they get too much in their feelings or they overthink things that people are saying. Understand when you're going to a comedy show, it is whatever the fuck they want to tell you. And you either laugh or you don't.
Yeah.
And that's it. But it's not your place to go and talk about them or bash them or talk to them and be like, I didn't like your set. Good for you. Move
Yeah.
on. Like,
Yeah.
you're not going to like everything you hear. We're all people. But
Yeah.
like,
Same
to
thing
tell
with
somebody,
TV. Yeah.
yeah. But to tell somebody, like, don't do that. Like, but that's who you are too.
Yeah, that's crazy. It was crazy to me. I'm like, whatever. I got a big book anyway. So a big book. If you're familiar with Kill Tony, if your set goes bad,
Yes.
they give you a small book. If your set goes good, they give you a big book. So I got a big book. So it's like,
Nice.
it's okay. I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
I just wanted the experience. Actually, I want to go back only because I want a big book again because I lost my other one. I know. I was so hurt by it. I was crying. It's like I lost my favorite pair of bra, dude.
Oh, that sucks. I've been there.
No, it was just horrible.
Yeah. Well, the
But
fact
yeah,
that
I
you
do
were,
a lot of,
yeah.
and a lot of people tell me, they've told me before, because you've heard my comedy. I can be dirty.
Yeah.
It's dirty, but not offensively dirty.
Yeah. It's not excessive.
No, and
Yeah.
and I've had comedians tell me you should do clean, because more doors are gonna open for you, more jobs and this and that. And I think to myself, I'm like, so are you doing it for the money, or are you doing it because you want to make people laugh? Because if that's what you're wanting to do, that's good for you and not for me.
Right.
What's good for you doesn't mean it's good for me.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So fuck that.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do that.
Fuck all that.
I'm
Yeah.
just gonna be myself.
Good. I mean, you can't be anybody else, right? What's
I
yourself?
can't. Yeah.
And nobody should
And
conform.
no matter how much I try, I can't be myself. I can't be someone else.
Right.
I be myself all day long, which is how I am.
Yeah.
Even when you see me on stage, I'm like that off stage.
Mm-hmm.
It's just amplified when I get on stage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why people love you.
Thank you. Oh, I love you too.
Thanks.
Now I want my dress back.
Shit. Fine. No, I'm kidding. That would get a lot of ratings. Maybe.
It would
Maybe.
get a lot of ratings, and it would make me sick.
Yes. Oh shit, that's funny.
I don't want to be sick.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, I won't do that to you. I'll keep my clothes on. Okay, so you have an upcoming series of shows coming up, which is awesome. So talk about that. Like, how did that happen, and what does it entail?
So I'm gonna start having shows a weekly every Wednesday at 7 p.m. at the Hard Rock Cafe, Riverwalk, downtown San Antonio. Originally it was another comedian was gonna do it, or they had asked her to do it, but she can't because she's so busy and she's going out of town a lot and stuff. And I was too at a certain point, but I haven't been a lot this year. But so she actually referred them to me. So they called me and reached out to me, and so now the first show is going to be November 22nd. So Thanksgiving Eve is a show that's going to kick off the rest of the shows, because it's going to be a weekly comedy show, and it's going to be like comedians from everywhere, not just San Antonio, but headliners from all over the state.
That's awesome.
Like really good ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited. It's a good opportunity for downtown because there's no comedy downtown.
Yeah.
There's not even a comedy club downtown.
It's true. Yeah, we were just talking about that off camera, that the LOL shut down downtown.
Yeah. So y'all come check it out.
Yeah. Okay, so every Wednesday, 7 p.m.
7 p.m.
At the Hard
yes,
Rock.
ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, and I want to see you there.
Oh, I will be there. And guys, you should be there. Now,
Yes.
and it's, so what can people expect? So it's for sure a headliner, you, and then is it just the two, or is it other people? Or
It's gonna be like a five comedian show.
okay.
I'll be hosting the show.
Mm-hmm.
So hosting is really hard for a lot of people, and a lot of people aren't that great at it. I'm not saying that I'm the best, because I'm not. Trust me, I'm not.
Yeah.
But I've been hosting for a while now, so I've gotten to learn a lot from other comedians too on hosting and stuff. So the headliner, I'll have some headliners from Houston, from Austin, Dallas, El Paso, the Valley,
Nice.
the Brownsville. So that's exciting.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a good show.
Yeah, I'm excited.
It'll be a good
Yeah,
production.
people don't understand the difference of what it takes to put on a show versus host. So that's a whole different kind of thing. I mean, I've never put on a show. I'm not a comedian, but I've hosted events, and it's like a lot of pressure. And
It
it's
is.
like, and you have to be on it, and then you have to like make sure everybody's on their shit, and then like in between, you have to like keep people,
Yeah.
entertained. So it's a lot.
It's a lot. It's a hosting is like its own animal.
Yeah.
It's hard. I always refer to hosting as like a muscle that you need to work out,
Mm-hmm.
but you refuse to work out. So like your legs, a lot of people don't like to work out their legs.
They should,
Yeah, or
especially
their.
guys. A lot of them skip leg day, and it's
I've
obvious.
seen it, and I'm like, ugh, put
Yeah.
some shorts on. Their upper body's nice, but
Yeah.
then their legs are like this.
Yeah, like chicken
Put
legs.
some clothes on.
Yeah, wear jeans.
Yeah,
Yeah, or just don't skip leg day.
yeah.
Yeah, but no, you're right. So is any part of you like nervous, or are you just like super excited, like full throttle?
I'm both.
Yeah.
Both. It's because I'm producing it too, and then hosting it, so
Yeah.
it is a lot. But it's a good challenge. I don't mind it at all. I like challenges. It's gonna be great. I
Yeah.
think it's a good opportunity, especially for the comedy scene here in San Antonio, because the comedy scene in Austin is just down the street, and that's exploded.
Mm-hmm.
So it seems like it's trickling down to San Antonio. So
Nice.
that's good. So it's gonna be badass.
Yeah. So are you gonna have local comedians, or if local comedians are watching this, how would they, or are they able to get on?
Um, they are so okay. So I run an open mic every Tuesday at the Elbow Room on Perrin Bridal and Wurzbach every Tuesday at 9, and so I kind of use that platform or that opportunity, that time to listen to comedians and see if they're if they'll fit in good to perform at the Hard Rock. So I use that a lot to gauge whether or not a comedian is good enough. If not, then I have to reach out to people who aren't locals and stuff. And that's for all the comedians.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you ever go to Blind Tiger?
I do. I love Blind Tiger.
Me too.
Yeah. You do? You go there?
Oh, since it opened, yeah.
Yeah.
Like 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've been going since
They
then.
have good show. There's funny comedians
Yes.
too.
It was like my best kept secret. But now I'm like, fine, I'll share so that way people can go and support.
Oh,
But
so-
I've taken a lot of people there.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
I love it. I'm like, come to the basement with me. It won't be weird. And then they have a great time.
I'm sure they do.
Um,
I'm sure they do.
Yeah, they do. But yeah.
Honey, I'll do it for a Happy Meal
Yeah.
right now.
But yeah, I tell people like it's in the back of a kid's restaurant at the bar, like it's behind that, and like but in the basement.
Yeah, it's a really cool spot. It's
Yeah.
a cool room. It's cute. It's nice and small, and it's cozy. Like it
Just
gives you that feeling like it's cozy. I love rooms like that.
Yeah, me too. So at the Hard Rock, is it a big space that you're gonna have?
Yes, it's about 250 to 300 people.
Oh my god.
So it's a pretty big room.
That's huge.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be on the street level, not
Okay.
the Riverwalk level.
Okay.
Because the Riverwalk level is like the actual restaurant and
Yeah,
everything that's going on. But there's a room upstairs, which is the street level, that they don't really utilize. It's nice and fancy, and it's big.
Okay.
And they're buying a stage for it and a PA system and all that for it. So
Nice.
yeah, I mean, they're putting money into it. It's really cool, and they'll be serving food too. So that'll be
Nice.
good.
I wonder what made them want to start doing that.
That's a good question. I don't know. I was talking to the GM manager, and he said that they have one already in Seattle, like at the Hard Rock Cafe in Seattle, and they have comedy nights there too. So maybe that could be why they wanted it. I don't know, but it's a good opportunity, and it's a good time to start
Yeah.
downtown. Do what?
Yeah. So can people reach out to you though, like if they want to be on it? Because like, do you go to open mics, like other open mics, just to kind of like peep like what's out here?
Mm-hmm. They So anyone could reach me on my social media. I'm Cousin Berto Comedy, Cuzin Berto Comedy. And if you ever like are a comedian that's listening and you're like, oh, I'd like to be at Hard Rock or something, you could reach out to me and message me. That would be good because I'm always looking for comedians. So yeah, you could just message me and stuff, and we'll go from there.
And then we'll see if you're good enough. No. Yeah.
Well, I need to. I can't be. The GM manager says like, well, just there are no restrictions. I want comedy to be true to its form,
Mhm.
true to its art. Um, but there are comedians that like can be offensive and not and try to be funny, but be offensive towards the servers or something. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So I have to be careful about that and not allow a comedian to do that. But for the most part, it's really not a problem. But for the most part, um, yeah, I don't have to really look out for that.
So it's not necessarily a clean show.
No, no, not
Okay.
at all. Not a clean show at all. It's gonna be dirty,
Oh,
very dirty.
extra dirty.
I like dirty stuff.
I like dirty martinis.
I
Yeah.
do.
Yeah. Okay. No, that's cool because I know that there are like a couple of clean shows like around the city. Like I prefer like dirty over clean. Um, just because I don't know. I feel like sometimes some of the comedians are like holding back, and like for me, I always want people to be like their authentic self. Like if you want to say bad words or talk about sex or whatever, like do it. Whatever. I don't know. I don't get offended easily though.
Yeah, I don't get offended easily either.
Yeah.
It's just people get offended easily. It's crazy. It's stupid.
It is. Yeah. Yeah. I'm like, then don't go.
I'm
Don't go to
like,
comedy shows.
I'm the type of person that like for example, Christianity. I'm not a Christian person and I'm not a religious person, but I'm very spiritual. But if Christianity works for somebody else, I'm not gonna like judge them or wanna like block them or
Yeah.
try to cancel them or whatever just because they think differently.
Sure.
That's kind of stupid.
It's very stupid.
So I really don't care what people are, or what they do in their lives. You know what I mean? As long as they're happy.
Yeah. Yeah. I love that.
Yes.
Yeah. So where do you see your career going like after this? Like for
I see in my future, I see a lot of sold out shows, like
Yeah.
traveling everywhere. A lot of
Yeah.
sold out shows. That's what I see. That's my vision. That's my dream, and I don't know. It kind of goes deeper than just feeling it. It's like I know it. I'm just walking through it right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like something.
Yes.
You know that you know that you know.
Yes.
Like when my boyfriend cheated on me, I knew that I knew that I.
Ooh.
No, but I'm just saying just that
Yeah.
certainty.
Yeah.
So yeah, I see myself doing that, and eventually to theaters. So yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing. And I love that because, yeah, it is a process. Like, you do have to take certain
Yeah.
steps and, move a certain way, but no matter what, it's going to happen.
Yeah, it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Sometimes you hit roadblocks, but
Yeah.
doesn't mean you have to stop. Just keep going. Don't stop. I don't care what it is. Keep going.
Yes. Yeah. So, what is your ultimate goal? Like, anywhere in like the whole world, that like sold out show, and like, where's that place for you that you're like, shit, like, this is it? Like, I
New
made it.
York.
Yeah.
Yeah, New
Like-
York City.
Like Madison Square.
Yeah,
Yes.
New York City. That's like my ultimate. Like, oh, I made it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's just New York is just. Oh, I don't know. I even have like this really big backdrop in my bedroom of New York. It's
Mhm.
reminding me that I'm gonna get there one day.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I can't wait. It's gonna happen.
Yeah. Sometimes you have to like will things to happen too. Like,
yeah.
like you're going to be successful, but there are certain things or a certain way you might want it to go, and you're like, no, it's gonna happen. I'm
Mhm.
gonna make it happen. Yeah. I love that.
You have to like go out there and get it sometimes.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Well, all the time because it doesn't really fall on your lap.
Mm-mm.
You have to go out there and get it.
Yeah.
So, and you know what's funny is that like this is the one thing in my life that I've never. Because sometimes have you ever been like where you're like, oh, this is cool, maybe I should start doing that. Then you start it, then you stop it, and then you start something else. Like even if it's a little thing, you know what I mean?
Yes, yeah, because I have ADD, so I do
Oh,
it all the time. Yeah, I'm like, oh, that's really cool, and then I'm like, oh, look, that's really cool. So
yeah,
then I end up like just juggling a bunch of stuff.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's happened to me too. Yeah, but this is the one thing that I've like, no matter what I do, I can't stop it. It's like it's everywhere. It's everywhere around me. That's all I hang out with is comedians.
mm-hmm.
So it's not something that I can just put down and turn away from. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? And my ultimate goal, actually, to be honest, is it's probably a different answer than a lot of people, but mine is to be able to make a mark on someone's life.
yeah,
Like they can leave the show with a mark on their life, remembering something from me that they heard, like a
yeah,
joke or something. That's my ultimate goal. It's just to leave that mark on their life and that difference.
yeah. I think that's beautiful
But I
though.
see it like on a big. I'm sorry, I see it like on a bigger scale. Like,
Yeah, because it's not just about like, oh, I want to be the richest. You know, it's like
yeah,
you want to help somebody or like
I've
change
never
somebody.
been like that, but yeah, I know some people that are like that.
Me too.
But it's never been like that's never been my priority.
Yeah,
In my head, I'm like, oh, that's gonna happen, but my priority, my goal is just to leave a mark on people's lives
I love
and
that.
have make a difference in their life.
Yeah, and I
Mm-hmm.
think that comedy does that for a lot of people because so many people are going through some shit right now or
Mm-hmm.
all the time. And to kind of be able to escape that, even if it's for a little bit, for an hour, you know, and just not be in that and to laugh and enjoy, like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like,
Mm-hmm.
you're bringing something to somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's like icing on the cake for me too.
Yeah.
Doing that is like icing on the cake because that's what it's all about. It's never been about anything else but being in front of people, making them laugh, and having a impact in their life, making an impact in their life.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's awesome. I love it.
That's beautiful.
When are you gonna do it? I'm just kidding.
You know, people have asked me before.
Really?
Yes. Some
And
of my comedian friends, I can't talk in front of people. Like, I black out.
but you already do, don't you? Talk in front of people
I
already?
do, but not like comedy. Like if I had the added pressure of having to like make people laugh, you know what I mean? I don't know. It's a lot. Like I had a fundraiser last year, and who was it that opened? Oh my god. He's well known. He travels all over, like all over. Oh, it was Anthony A. So he did a comedy show for me. It was a comedy for a cause. And then
Mm-hmm.
I also did another comedy show before that with several local friends. But this one, I just went up there because I had to be there and leave because I had another event the same day. So anyway, I went up there and I like tried to kind of joke and like, I mean, people laughed, but I was like fucking sweating. I was like, how do y'all do this? Like, I just can't. Like, I don't know. So I just like kind of made it more like informational, like, hey, thank you for supporting, you know, great cause, blah blah blah, and hope you have a great time. Like that I can do, but it was like I tried to make a joke. It was like, oh fuck, like y'all do that for like a long time on stage. Like y'all have a whole set.
We do. But what if it ever like occurs to you? You're like, you know what? Maybe I should. What you can do is probably just not even try and be funny. Just go up and be in front of people and talk and stuff. Like in a comedy setting,
Yeah, like
and
an
just
open
talk
mic.
and stuff or something. Yeah, and then maybe throw a joke like, and it could be something, and it doesn't. It could be something that maybe today you were at HEB or something,
Yeah.
and you noticed something really weird or something. This girl did that. I was in South Padre this past week.
Uh huh.
She's not a comedian, but they have this portion of the show at the end of the show where like it's joke of the night, and she wasn't a comedian, but they give people opportunity. So she went up there and she started talking about some story. I can't remember everything, but I what I can remember is that it was really really funny, and it was just a story that happened to her. I think it was about crossing the border or something like that.
Okay.
And it was really funny and it was good, and she did really good.
Huh.
She did really good. So I invite you anytime you want to do it. Just come out Tuesday night. Let me know.
Oh.
You don't even have to try and be funny, dude. Just go up there.
One. Yeah. No, my best friend. She's like, I wish you would be more of yourself. for people because she's like, you're so funny and like you're so fucking weird and like goofy and like hilarious. And I'm like, but like, I don't know.
I see you having a good stage presence.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see you having a good stage presence. Like people are gonna like look at you. I mean, of course you're beautiful and
Thank
everything,
you.
you know, but that's not people. I think you'd be very interesting and very very someone that people would look at, like would want to, and hear them talk. I really do. I mean that from the bottom. I mean, just looking at you, I'm like, yes, she could.
Oh, thank you. I'm like the thought of it, we're talking about it, my heart's already racing. Like I would need
Just
like
thinking about it,
yes,
dude. Yes.
yeah, like I would need like a beta blocker or something because like I need to keep my heart rate down because I don't know. I really
Does
don't
it
know
get
how you'll
really?
do it.
Well, I still get like that too sometimes. Even before shows, I still throw up. Sometimes.
Really? Okay.
Because my nerves is just so bad.
Okay, so it's like a normal thing.
Yeah, it's normal. I don't throw up all the time, but sometimes I do, and it's I hate throwing up, but
Yeah.
it's bad sometimes.
I just feel like it's such a vulnerable place that you guys put yourself in because there are people that like heckle and like just talk shit or like, and it pisses me off because I've been to so many like comedy shows that I'm just like, shut the fuck up. Like,
Yeah.
why? It's already
Yeah.
hard enough. Like you go up there for 5, 10, 15, 30 minutes with a full set and have
Yeah.
somebody try to throw you off. Like that's shitty.
It happens a lot. A lot.
How do you handle that? Like, how do you deal
I
with
was
it?
actually talking to this guy about that today, where I was at earlier when I was telling you.
Mm-hmm.
I was telling him about that today. So when you have a heckler and stuff, it's really if you're not skillful at handling hecklers, then you might as well not even handle a heckler, because not all comedians are skillful in that area. Like not everyone can handle hecklers. It's really weird. But once you start doing it more and more and more, then you become more your skill becomes a lot better. But what I do is I always like when someone's heckling me, dude, because I can't be mean to people. I can't be like, shut up, bitch. Unless it's a friend or someone I know
Yeah.
that's in the audience or something.
Yeah.
I could be bitch, but I'm not just gonna call everyone bitch just
Yeah.
because they're heckling me. So I'll like talk really, really loud into the microphone where I overpower them, and because sometimes hecklers will steal the show. They'll try and steal the show.
I've seen that happen before too.
And if you're not a skillful comedian, you drown. You
I've
eat,
seen that happen too.
you eat a
Yeah.
cock on stage.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've heard that. Yeah.
That's happened to me before when I was barely starting out
Yeah.
a lot. But
Oh.
now,
Now you're like, shut the fuck up.
yeah. Unless
Yeah.
they get really, really belligerent, then I probably will cuss them out or something. But
Yeah. You haven't had any of those?
no,
Good.
not yet.
You won't. We're just gonna say that. We'll just put it
Yeah,
out in the
we'll
universe.
just
You won't.
manifest that.
Yeah, you won't have
Yeah,
any.
I won't.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, it is a good practice for a younger comic.
Mm.
It's
A baby
if
comic.
Monday.
A baby comic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
baby comic.
Yeah.
I'm past that stage.
Yeah. What's that world like though? Like, how was it coming into it? Like, do you feel that you were received well, or did you have people that were like, is it a tight clique where people are like, no, I don't know you. You have to like prove you can be good.
In Austin, when I first started comedy, I started in Austin,
Mm-hmm.
and it was it was very cliquey.
Mm.
But the places that I did go to and the open mics that I did hit up, like the host and stuff, everyone was accepting and like welcoming is what I mean, welcoming to me. So it wasn't that bad. When I got to San Antonio, it was a little worse.
Really?
Yeah, it was like I would encounter that a lot. Not with, not so much with open micers, but with comedians that have been doing it for a while.
Mm.
Like they're just ugly, and
Really?
some of them can
Which
be.
ones?
I'm not gonna say any names, but
But their initials are.
some of them, dude. I can't be like that.
Yeah.
I can't. I just it's not in me. It's not part of my spirit.
Yeah.
I just can't do it. I can't be mean to people just because.
Right.
But people were mean to me. I was like, whatever.
That's shitty.
Yeah, it's okay.
Are they still, now that you've been in the game for so long?
That's the funny part. is there's a lot. So okay, there's a lot of comedians that um, everyone knows him, but no one knows him.
Okay.
Like they've done this, they've done that, they've been here, they work with this, they work with that, and that's some of the comedians here in San Antonio. But their comedy career is just here. You don't see them like everywhere else. You know what I mean?
Mm,
So those comedians are the ones that are still like they're still kind of like here. And nothing's wrong with being a San Antonio comedian in my book, but I want to expand. I just don't want to be known as just here in San Antonio. I want to be everywhere. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Um, so it's just kind of ironic how they're still like in the same boat
Mm,
even after the pandemic. You know what I mean? And they're still some of them are still standoffish to me and stuff. I don't really. It's on them because I'm a good person, so I don't really.
yeah.
It's whatever.
That's
So,
shitty.
but I do try to not I don't hate anyone, but I try my best not to do shows with them.
Yeah.
Just because if I don't like someone or if they don't like me, why am I gonna want to be around them?
Yeah.
I don't.
That's
So
true.
I avoid them or I'll say no if they ask me to be on the show.
Dang. Yeah, I see a lot of the same people when I go to local shows. It's a lot of the same people. Which is great because I also see new people too when I go to open mics because I do like open mics.
Mm-hmm.
And you see like the baby comedians and people sometimes they're like, this is my first time ever on a stage.
Mm-hmm.
And I like that because then you can potentially get to see like their growth. But I always kind of wonder like, how do you guys get along and if you guys get along and how do you deal with it if you don't, because a lot of y'all are at the same events or the same competitions or
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I mean, like a lot of those comedians won't hit up my mic for some reason. They'll hit up other mics, but they won't hit up mine. And I think it's because I don't do shows with them or I don't try to,
Mm-hmm.
friendship with them or whatever. And I'm not a mean person, so I don't really care. But um, that's probably why you see a lot of the same comedians. They just they don't branch out. I guess I don't know.
Mm.
It's crazy. The
Yeah.
comedy scene is crazy sometimes. I love it, but and the comedy scene at the Elbow Room, that type of scene is more like welcoming everyone.
Okay.
Everyone. I don't care who you are. If you want to do stage time, you know, do it. Who am I to tell you? Oh, you're not gonna. You shouldn't be doing comedy.
Yeah.
I don't talk like that to people
Yeah.
because it's none of my business.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I believe that everyone was born with the talent.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so who am I to say that that's not your talent? You know, that's not. I can't do that.
Good for you because I there's a lot of people that feel like they have that I guess that like because they have this upper hand that they've worked or they put in time or whatever, regardless of how successful or unsuccessful that they are, they feel like they can tell other people, oh, you shouldn't be doing this.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
can't do that. But if someone comes to me and asks me, I'm gonna be honest with them
Yeah.
because I had one comedian. I'm not gonna say a name, but I had one comedian ask me about actually two. Like, do you think that was funny? Blah blah blah. I mean, it wasn't funny, and I had to tell him too.
Yeah.
But that's as far as I'll take it. If they ask me like, well, how could you make it better? Of course, I'm gonna give them advice and stuff. But I'm not gonna just gonna tell them you should quit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Actually,
'Cause,
just stop doing this. No.
yeah, you should quit doing this.
Yeah.
No, I would never do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not me.
Hmm. Okay.
I
Interesting.
really think you should start doing. You should at least attempt it.
Oh.
What about just attempting it? You don't have to like commit to anything in your head or anything like that, but just one night be like, you know what? I'm just gonna attempt it. You may not like it. What you never know.
I might. If I do, I won't tell
And
anybody.
if you like it,
Yeah. I literally wouldn't tell anybody. I would just show up
yeah.
to like a room full of strangers.
You would just hit me up and let me know, hey, I'm coming
Yeah.
through, and then I'll blast it on Facebook. I'm just kidding.
sell
No.
tickets. So.
I would never tell anybody. I wouldn't say anything if you said not
Yeah.
to, or even if you didn't. I wouldn't tell anyone. Samantha's been there before. Being in, yeah. Samantha Nahara, she's so beautiful. She's gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
She's been there before because she's diving a little more deeper into
Yeah.
comedy.
Yeah.
So stand-up
She's
comedy.
doing good.
She's funny.
I've seen her from the beginning too.
See, that's what I see. So when I see Sam, I mean, of course, you're different people. When I'm not trying to compare you, but when I see Sam, I kind of see you two, like where you would be, because she has a really good stage presence, and
Yes.
she's a good writer.
Mm-hmm.
The last show she did that I saw her at, she totally killed. It was
Yeah.
at Michelle Cantu's birthday show.
Oh.
She totally killed. I was so proud of her. Um, but what she should do though is she should hit up more mics to get better if that's what she really wants to do.
Yeah.
Or if she wants to do both, being a cheeseman, stand up, whatever. But that's what I see in you. Like I see like project.
Oh.
Project.
Yes. I would let you train me. Yeah.
I don't know about that. But I would of course I'm more like I try to nurture comics.
Yeah.
Excuse me, like nurture them and stuff through the road that they're taking.
Yeah.
And not and try to like get on whatever level they're on.
Yeah.
To understand them.
I think I get really nervous too because of my career. And so I don't want somebody, it's already hard enough being like a Latina out here, right? And having to prove myself as a professional. So for me to be in front of people and to be who I am, which I'm not a clean, you know what I mean? Like I want to say what the fuck I want to say and like be me. And I just, maybe I'm too much in my head, but I think I worry that people would be like, oh, like that's,
because they're not used to seeing you like in a different light,
I guess, or like it takes my level of professionalism down in their head. When to me personally, I think I wear several different hats. Like we were talking about it off camera. Like I own businesses. Like I have my doctorate degree. I'm a mom. I'm do all these things, but I'm also myself. I'm myself first. And I'm me, like with my friends, with anybody than me, like you, like I've seen you several times. And like, this is who I am all the time. But when I'm around people I'm really comfortable with, yes, of course. And I like let my freak flag fly. You know what I mean? Like, cause then I'm like, yeah, this is me. Like I like to joke. I like to have fun. I like to, make fun of myself or make fun of other people, but not in an ugly way, like it's just funny. And like, I like to have a good time and laugh. And I feel like life is too short not to.
It is. Yeah. It really is. And it goes by fast. I don't know how. Have I asked you how old you were?
I'm 28.
28, dude, you're young.
I'm a baby.
You're very young.
Shut the fuck up.
She's very young.
Thanks. Gylon.
Get a close up, you'll see the truth. I didn't do this. No, she's gorgeous.
Hold on, my face card doesn't decline. No. No, I'm
28, dude. Time goes by. Sure. I don't know. I know when I turned like, I'll say like 30, time started going by faster. But when I turned 40, it's like the days are just like whizzing by.
Really?
Like nothing. Do you feel that now, or?
I feel that, but I think because I'm just so busy.
You don't pay attention.
Yeah, I'm like, what day is it right now?
Yeah.
Like the fact that we're in November and next week is Thanksgiving is wild.
It's crazy.
Like
right?
How? I feel like it was just January.
Yeah.
And
it's just going
so
by
much has happened
so
this
fast.
year.
It's almost like it's progressing so fast as far as the time. Like it's just whizzing by faster than.
Right.
It's crazy, dude. I'm 49 now, dude.
Really? You don't look like it.
Thank you.
You don't.
Thank you. I don't feel it either. Yeah. But yeah, I'm 49.
Yeah.
So.
I think you're as old as you feel, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're as old as you feel. I believe that too.
Yeah.
With all my heart. So I'm 21.
Forever 21. Yeah.
I'm 21.
Yeah.
I don't need Viagra. Listen, the thing is.
You heard that? Yeah. Are you
I
single?
may be 49, but I can still go once a year.
Hey.
I'm just kidding.
Are you single?
I am single.
Oh. Are you single and ready to mingle, or are you single and you're good?
I'm single and I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good. I enjoy being single. Like, a lot of people don't like being single. Yeah. They feel like they have to have a mate. And I've had people too tell me like, why don't you find a boyfriend? Why don't you find... For what, dude? Yeah. I'm fine now. It's not like she won't be lonely. Who said I was lonely? Yeah. I'm not lonely. I enjoy my life.
Yeah.
I enjoy being single. It's not for everybody.
Yeah.
Being in a relationship is not for everyone. Now, being someone's booty call can be for everyone, and that would be me.
Yeah. And the phone number is too. No.
The phone number is you can find it on the Via bus.
Hey. Yeah. It's 444. It's easy. Yeah.
That's it's easy like me.
Hey. There you go.
I'm
Yeah.
just kidding.
Also look in alleyways. You could.
Behind the dumpster. Thank you.
But they're pretty dumpsters.
Yes, they're
Yeah.
pretty dumpsters. They're the green BFI dumpsters.
Oh, fancy.
The ones behind 7-Eleven.
I like it.
Or is that brown? I don't know.
I don't know either. Okay. Yeah.
Well-
And I love that though. I love that you are so comfortable in who you are. And I think that comes like with age too, but just in general, people who really know themselves and like, I just think everybody should have their time to be single and to find out who they are, what they want, what they don't want, like, you know, what they're willing to allow versus not in a partner if they choose to at any point in time. And it's okay for people to be single. I hate when people are like, oh, like, when are you gonna have kids? And I mean, not to me, but to people that don't have kids, when are you gonna have kids and when are you gonna get married and blah blah. Like, why would you rush somebody to do something they don't want to do? Like, parenting isn't for everybody. It's fucking hard. Being in a relationship isn't for everybody, and that's okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's not for everyone. It's definitely not for me. Well, you can. It can be for you too. No, dude, I don't want it. For what?
Yeah.
It's not like I hate relationships. I don't. I just don't for myself. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's not for me. I don't.
Well, and I've heard
And,
it's
you know-
terrible being single here in San Antonio. What do you think
It
about that?
is because then you have to pay for your own food and stuff. Hey, when you go out.
Ghetto.
No, I know, right? You have to pay for your own French fish fry.
The $5 basket. Yeah. Yeah. How dare you make me?
I know, and I've had people too. Like, why don't you have kids? Why don't you have kids?
For
Well,
what?
first of all, I can't get pregnant from the mouth. Second of all, I don't want any kids. For what, right?
And don't.
Mm-mm.
I tell people all the time, like, if you don't have kids, like, highly consider it.
Do you have a boyfriend? Or are you married or anything?
All of the above.
You're married?
And I have a boyfriend.
Oh my gosh.
You know? You just got to keep your options open. I'm kidding.
Cochina. I love it. Tell me more.
Yeah, well, no, yeah, I am.
How long have you been married?
10 years.
When you were 18?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You were young. Was
Yeah.
it from high school? High school sweetheart?
Not a high school sweetheart, but we've known each other for a really long time, since we were 12.
Cousins don't count.
Fuck, you're right.
I'm just
That was our
kidding.
secret.
Oh my gosh! So you don't have any kids, though, right?
I have 3 kids.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm.
You have 3 kids?
I do.
Oh my gosh! And you're still gorgeous.
Thank you.
You know, I mean, not that would make a difference. But
Yeah.
I see some times when you have kids, you know, you just don't really pay attention.
Yeah. So
to-
that's something that I vowed for, like, to myself, was like, I again, like, I am me first. I was me before I was a wife. I was me before I was a mom. So I'm going to stay me and I'm going to be happy. And if I'm not happy, I can't make people around me happy. So I have to do what I need to do.
Wow, I had no idea.
Yeah.
I was sitting here thinking I was talking to a single girl.
No. Yeah.
It's awesome. Single life is good.
Yeah.
I mean, you're obviously married, but single life is good. Being married is good too. I mean, I'm not saying it's not a good thing. It's a good thing. You get to split the mortgage.
Right? Yeah. Or not pay it at all. No.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Unless
This is
you
your
find
portion.
unless
All
your
of it.
husband makes the money, shit, you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah. No. Well, that's, yeah, we own businesses. And so that's where, you know,
Wow.
yeah, got to make shit happen.
How old were you when you had your first kid?
21.
20. Wow, that's not bad.
Yeah.
My sister was 15, I think. 15.
15?
Or 16. Yeah.
Lord.
15 or 16.
Teen
That's
parent.
young.
That's hard.
This is very young.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can't imagine that.
But they're good moms. They're
Yeah.
really good moms to their kids.
Yeah, I don't think age matters. Of course, like the older well, not older, but like, you know, once I always tell people, like, there's never a right time to have kids. Like, You're never going to be super like financially stable. Like, well, not most people aren't millionaires where you're like, oh, yeah, I got this. I can do anything and everything all the time. And my kids can have whatever they want. Like, it's work. It's work. It's work to do that for yourself. So to do that for a person that you make is hard. So, but I've seen older parents that are not good parents because they're like, there's too much of an age gap, or like they're too tired, or they're too much into their career where they can't give that time to their kids. And so they're, getting nannies or they're whatever, which, to each their own. I'm not hating on anybody. Like, please don't at me. Please don't come for me. But like, I don't know. I think it's not about how old you are. It's about like who you are.
Yes, that's 100% true.
Yeah.
Because I've seen older moms that are bad moms to their kids, and I feel so bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like, what can you do? I can only imagine what kids are going through nowadays. Like, because you never know when, because sometimes parents can put on shows. Yeah, they can be the best parent, in our view, but then when they get home, they're like the worst.
Yeah.
So I always worry about that, like what kids put up with.
Yeah.
Because I know what I put up with. It was a rough childhood, but and I would never want. I guess that's why I always think about that in the back of my head about kids. Like, are they going? Do they have a good life?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Or are parents good to them?
Yeah. That, because these are formative years, and like, you can make or break a person by how you treat them as a child.
Yeah, because your words really matter.
Presence matters.
So I said,
words
fuck
matter.
it.
No, I'm not having kids yet.
I say, fuck them kids.
No, and there's a lot of people that don't want to have kids, and I'm like, don't.
Yeah, you don't have to. There's nothing wrong with it.
Honestly, this world is kind of a shitty place. And
you notice how people aren't having as many kids as before.
Oh yeah, it's like a thing.
Yeah, because I know when I was growing up, my mom had seven of us.
Oh my gosh.
My mom's mom, my grandma, she had 12 or 14, and then my dad's mom had like 23 or 22.
What?
I think it was 23, but yeah, that's a lot of kids, dude.
Why? Like, how?
I don't know, dude. I mean, imagine being in a hospital 23 times.
No.
Having kids, dude.
No.
I mean, laying on your back. I mean, I could lay on my back, but
I mean, same.
Push 23 times.
No.
That's horrible. I couldn't do it.
No.
Just the first time. And that's why I think women are the strongest creatures. They're the strongest people on the face of the earth. They really, really are.
Thank you.
And I don't care what anyone says.
Yeah. Yeah, say something.
Women are the strongest on the face of the earth. They're the strongest people. I don't care what anyone says.
Yes. Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah. I had to repeat that for the people in the back in case y'all didn't hear it. Yeah.
It's very true.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that.
You're very welcome. That includes me too, honey.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So, what are you most looking forward to for like the holiday season?
The holiday season? I know it's going to sound, well, are having really badass shows.
Yeah.
During the holiday season, yeah. Really badass shows. In front of people that I've never seen before, because the Hard Rock Cafe is kind of touristy. So I love performing. When I went to, so it's really hard to make people laugh. It's not really hard. It's just challenging because you never know. That you've never seen before. It's always easy to make people laugh that I always see. But when you make people laugh that you've never met or never seen, never been to another city like that, it's just icing on the cake.
Yeah.
So, I'm looking forward to just interacting with people that I've never met before and coming to the show and just putting on a good show for them.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to that. What about yourself?
Eating. Honestly, spending time with family and friends. Like, we're both kind of going through some stuff, and like you and I and like our friends in our circle, and so it's just a reminder of like how short life is, and so to be around people that I love and care about. And my birthday is on the 30th of December, so like that's coming up, and so I always tell people like I want you to come. And it's not to like come celebrate me. It's just I want to be around people that I love and care about. That's what my birthday's about. So
You'll be 29.
I know. Imagine almost 30.
Oh my gosh, you're
Ooh,
almost
then
30,
it's downhill
dude.
from there.
But you still
Just
look
kidding.
good.
Yeah, thank you.
I think that I would look probably a lot younger had I not been smoking for all these years.
Oh,
Smoking ages you.
does.
It ages you bad.
Yeah. You still look good though.
Thank you, friend. I
You
appreciate it.
do. You really don't look your age.
Thank you. I don't feel it. It's just you know what's funny is that I've met people that are younger than me,
Uh-huh.
and say like at odd jobs that I had before in the past, younger than me, and they already talking about their bones hurting and I know the weather's changing because my bones are starting to hurt, and I'm like, dude, you're younger than me. I don't even feel that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
You're, you're old.
I know, right?
Yeah.
They're like having symptoms of what I should be having. I guess I don't know.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, it's everyone's lifestyle, whatever they went through. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, is there anything that you wanted to maybe tell your fans or the people of San Antonio?
Yes. So I'm going to start having more and more comedy shows. I already mentioned the Hard Rock Cafe. I'm gonna start producing more. Hopefully throughout the city. I'm gonna try not to saturate myself though, because that's not good when a comedian does that. Because then people aren't gonna, want to go see you all the time. But
Yeah.
my goal is to have you come to one of the shows at Hard Rock Cafe, and be left like still going home laughing about the jokes. So that's very important to me. That's what I'm looking forward to. That's my goal. That's what frame of mind I'm in right now. Is just putting on good shows for you. You can Hard Rock Cafe. So you can hit me up for tickets too. It's gonna be every Wednesday at 7 p.m. You can DM me on Facebook, Cousin Berto Comedy, or Cousin Berto, Cuzin Berto. And you can find me on Instagram under Cousin Berto Comedy. All my social media is Cousin Berto Comedy. Um, but I look forward to seeing you there in the audience. It's gonna be. I look forward to seeing you too. I always look forward to seeing you though.
Thank
I
you.
don't think I've ever really had like a really heart to heart conversation with you. It's always like, hey, how you doing? And
Yeah.
and then that's it. Then you like, then you know what she does to me? She's like,
Never.
And I'm
I've
like,
never
oh.
done that.
She's just jealous because I'm more beautiful than her.
It's true. No.
No,
Yeah.
but yeah, I'm just excited. It's an exciting time. For comedy right now. It's very exciting
Yes.
time.
Yeah.
Being a gay comedian though, I feel like I can get away with a lot more than other people can.
Oh.
So that's an advantage for me. Another thing, this is gonna be really weird.
Yeah.
Really weird. But this just how the cards in my life for comedy have played out so far. And I'm embracing it, 100%. But a lot of my audience are like women,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm not into women obviously, but most of my followers and the type of comedy I do is geared towards. Well, it's not geared towards women, but I find it that more women are into my type of comedy than the men. But so the advantage there is that wherever there are women, men will follow.
It's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I will be there next Wednesday.
You will. I
So-
have tickets for you too.
Yeah.
For free.
Thank you so
So,
much. So yeah.
Yeah, of course.
So guys, if you're seeing, I'm actually releasing this next Wednesday. So you're watching this, you need to come to the show.
Wednesday.
Come tonight. And then every Wednesday after that.
Every Wednesday starting
Yes.
December 6th. But the first show is November 20th. It's Christmas Eve Thanksgiving Eve.
Yeah.
So November 22nd. It's gonna be really dope.
Yeah.
I'm
Awesome.
looking forward to it.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for being here with me.
You're welcome. And I have, like I said, I have tickets for you and for anyone you want to bring.
Okay.
It's whatever.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Of course,
thank
you'll
you.
always get in free, honey.
Oh, VIP.
Yeah.
Thank you. I really
You're
appreciate
very
it.
welcome.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you want to ask this queen?
No, well, yes. How do people follow you?
You can follow me at my social media is Cousin Berto Comedy. So I spell it out, Cuzin Berto Comedy. That's on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, everything. I'm always posting videos on there too. So Yeah,
Awesome.
just follow me, and I also post my calendar and my dates as well on
Yeah.
there for you to see, check out. Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Guys, again, make sure that you share, like, follow, listen, watch, do all of that. Support not just Cousin Berto. Support me too. Support your girl. Thank
Yes.
you for watching. For the people that do watch every week and listen, I really appreciate you guys. And to VodPod Media again for housing and producing, to my producer Kylon, and to Latino Podcast Network. Make sure you check them out for Latino and Latine podcast all over the world. So yes, thank you so much.
Thank you
And
guys. I
yeah,
love you guys. So thank you.
yes,
Thank you for having me.
of course, it was my pleasure. I will see you guys next time. Bye.